I'm Barbara Baker. I live in Pismo Beach.
My name is Bob Howard. I'm a partner with Barbara and others in the project.
Over the past 40 years, Barbara, Bob, and their partners, who are certainly not wealthy people, have donated millions of dollars of property to SLO County.
We've donated the parking lot at Bluffs Drive and Indio Drive. You can go in, it's for the public. There's a beautiful path that the public can use that goes almost to Pirates Cove. We've donated the Pirates Cove landing, or cave landing, the parking lot, and the beach, which amounts to about 25 acres. And then also the tower for the Pismo Beach Police Department. In 1975, Bill and I would walk up to the Pirates Cove area. There was no one there. It was beautiful. And we just loved it. So we decided, wouldn't this be a great place or piece of property to buy, because we wanted to also build our house up there. And that was in 1975, and then 1978, Bill died of a heart attack. So, and of course, you know, that left, I had 2 children, left me with the property, which wasn't paid for or anything. And my husband was working with the attorney Ray Gallo, and he found me some good partners, Bill and Bob Howard.
Well, we were delighted to come and help Barbara. So we devised a plan and a partnership, and then we proceeded to develop the property into 23 lots of single-family residences that would be sold to the public. As we were going through the development process, the market changed rather dramatically. And the bottom line was that it turned out not to be as profitable as we'd hoped it would be. And therefore, it didn't allow us the opportunity to, after paying debt off, to distribute much, if any, money to the partners. And so unfortunately, we were not able to help Barbara at that time significantly. So after the sale of the 23 lots, we moved our attention to the remaining property, which was about 100 acres on the Avlet side of the ranch. The Trust for Public Lands in San Francisco came down and called and said, we'd like to talk to you about acquiring the entire 100-acre parcel in conjunction with the County of San Luis Obispo and turn it into a park for the public. After about a year and a half of negotiations, we were ready to basically document the deal. And we received a letter from the county saying that the deal was off.
Oh, I was really disappointed. I couldn't believe that they wouldn't buy that piece of property and make it into a park.
I think that it was most likely the fact that the county staff didn't want this property developed. And by slowing us down and stopping us at every turn, I think they hoped that the problem would just go away and the land would remain as it is. It was a horrendous turn of events for us. We went back to the drawing boards and continued our desire to entitle the property. We then received a call from the County of San Luis Obispo, and they said that they were interested in buying our Lot 3. They wanted to put a road across to Cave Landing Road to Bluffs Drive. During that period of time, Pismo Beach asked us to donate a cellular site at the top of the hill for them to put their police repeater system. So we gave them that. So that was another donation we made to the public out of our hearts. In 2009, Mr. and Mrs. Robert McCarthy came into play and decided to buy lot number 2 from us. This was a beautiful piece of property that overlooks the ocean. Had an absolutely perfect location for a home on it. After the sale of the property to the county and to Rob McCarthy, Rob's been attempting to get building permits for the last almost 7 years now. He's been held up by the county for that period of time and other appeals to the Coastal Commission. During this period of time, it's really, we'd love to sell the 2 other properties the 2 other parcels that we have, but we just can't do it. There's nobody really around that's going to buy a parcel that doesn't have a building permit on it. Until Rob gets his building permits, we're sort of dead in the waters.
Because if he doesn't get the permits, we can't sell the other lots.
Finally, in 2014, after decades of waiting, SLO County applied for the permits to turn Barbara's and Bob's donations into a public park. But the Coastal Commission rejected SLO County, and so lot number 3, the Cave Landing Park area and Pirates Cove Beach, lays abandoned. inaccessible for most people to use.
I wouldn't have done that had I known they were going to abandon the project. Doesn't make any sense to me. I love the idea that the public can use that beach and have access to it, but it should really be clean. It's a very dangerous place. It should be made for the families.
Now SLO County is using their temporary easement on private property at Cave Landing as a public trail. The property owners want this trail relocated to the safest possible location for hiking.
San Luis Obispo County does not approve this change, bringing a safe trail to the public. And I think the only thing that Rob probably would do would be to request that they quit claim their easement and quit claim it back to him. And we'd all have to go on with our lives. The people of the county of San Luis Obispo would lose the right to a safe trail to the top of the mountain. There's no reasonable reason that this shouldn't be approved.
Well, I'd love them to allow us to get the permits to do what we want, but if they're not going to give it, then why don't they just buy the property? I mean, I don't think it's fair that we give and give and give, and then we get nothing out of this. When this started, I was 36. I'm 74 now. So it shouldn't take that long for any property owner to get the permits on their property.